My life, like many of yours, is filled with lots of wonderful things to include working, writing, creating, gardening, exercising, and cooking. Yes, cooking. I'm on a mission to change the way we see, experience, and relate to food. The concept of Sankofa reminds us to go back and fetch what was essential for maintaining a quality and wholesome lifestyle and apply it to modern day practices. So, would you like to join me at the table? Hey family, welcome back to my Sankofa table where we focus all things health and wellness. In today's episode, we are doing some waterfall hiking and a whole lot of resort hotel cooking. So if this is something you're interested in, then stay tuned. First up is Todd Creek Falls in central South Carolina. It's only a nice 10-minute walk or less on the trail until you get to this big, beautiful waterfall. Wow. And of course, I had to hike down to get a little up close and personal with the waterfall. And this is home for the next couple of days. Come right in and get to the dining room area, which I didn't know we had. Usually we don't have one. It's all the stuff that's got to be unloaded off the cart. We're in the kitchen area right here. Freezer, refrigerator, we've already wiped out. We got the stove, we got the microwave, we got the sink over there. Where is the light? There we go, light. All right, so wipe down and sanitize everything. Over here, nice big bathroom. Has a window in it this time. Hey, there's me. Got everything you need for the bathroom area. Come right in here to the bedroom area. Oh, we got a nice big closet and everything. And nice big television, which we don't really watch, but anywho, nice big chair in the corner. And the balcony is out there, and this time the balcony is wraparound. So you got a whole wraparound balcony. There's some lights on in here. So back out this way to the living room area. Another TV, big window. That's gonna be really nice with the sun coming in the morning. Then you come out here to the big old balcony and the view. So lovely balcony area. Nice wrap around porch, so plenty of room if you have company, have a lot of guests. So next year, maybe my Sankofa table. And over there, you got the pool and everything. And then out here, you got the lake, because this is Lake View Lodge, so it'd be really nice in the morning. So anyway, back inside, and that's all, folks. Okay, so I'm making an Asian dish. So right now I have the water coming up to boil so I can put the pasta in there. Over here I'm about to heat up this skillet, and I've already cut up my veggies. So I have some cut up zucchini and squash here, and I have some Brussels sprouts back there, onions, and all the 3 tomato peppers. And so right here I have some red lentil pasta that I'm going to use, and I have some sesame seeds. I have a little bit of sesame oil here, sesame seed oil. That's going to give it the Asian flavor since I don't eat soy. And I have some seasonings. I got a little sea salt and some other seasonings in this bag. I have some coconut amino sauce that I've never used. It says sweet and sour, so we might give that a try tonight if it's legit. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just about to cook up this Asian dish here so I can have dinner. So stay tuned. So it's coming together pretty nice. I put all the veggies in there, and I got the pasta boiling over here, and it's pretty much ready. I'm going to turn it off actually. Turn that off. And then I'm just letting the veggies kind of get that little stir fry. And the stir fry turned out good. Now it's time to prep for the next day's hike. So what I'm doing now is just washing off some kale. Gonna make a quick kale quinoa salad. Just kind of removing some of the stems. This was a last minute add because I left the soup at home. By the way, I'm out of town in Seneca, South Carolina on a hiking trip for the captain's birthday weekend. So this was supposed to be, well, the soup was supposed to be lunch, but I left it at home in the freezer of all places. So I'm just trying to whip up a quick kale quinoa salad. There's a grocery store next to the resort, so we got some kale from over there. We needed it anyway for something else. I cooked some loaded grits this morning. So we got kale from over there. We got plenty left, so it's all nicely washed off. So I didn't bring any olive oil, but that's okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of grapeseed oil in here because we're gonna break this kale down. And I did actually bring a lemon. So give it a cut so we can get right to the meat of it. And again, I didn't bring my juicer, so there's a few seeds in here. Get those out. So we're going to take and squeeze some of this lemon juice because the citrus or the acid from the juice will break the kale down. I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt. I did bring the cooked quinoa, so I'm going to throw that in there. And I have some leftover onions and peppers, maybe even some tomatoes. I'm going to put in there. So just making it quick. Quinoa kale salad. So I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking this down. Just give it a nice firm massage. And as you can see, it's already starting to break down and kind of shrivel up, reduce. So you just take your clean hands and go for it. This is a great way to get the kids in the kitchen as well, because they would love this part. I think they would. Be interesting for them anyway. They may ask a lot of questions. So you just keep going for a couple of minutes till it's your desired somewhat tenderness. So I think I'm good here. Actually, I learned this at a hip hop convention, believe it or not, of all places. Went to a little session they had talking about healthy eating. Shout out to them. All right, so we got it all together. And now from here, that part's done. Now it's just adding in whatever you want to add in. So I have some cooked quinoa here, as I said. I'm just going to add in a little bit of that. It's not a bad idea to travel with some cooked quinoa because you never know when you're going to need it. You just never know. This is coming in handy already. If I wanted to, I could cook some vegetables and eat the quinoa with that. So nice travel option here. Just travel with some cooked quinoa. Okay, so that ought to do it. That should be good right there. All right, and from here, I'm just going to add in some additional things. I'm also going to season it. Cover that back up, and I still got quinoa probably for 2 more uses, to be quite honest. At least 1. So I have some leftover, I know I need the cutting board, but in this case, I'm just doing this really quick. Some leftover onions and bell peppers from the loaded grits I cooked this morning. So I'm just giving them a little dice here, quick dice. I know this is not the safest way, so y'all at home, get your cutting boards out, work it out. I'm in a resort. I don't feel like washing. I know that sounds bad, but I don't feel like washing the cutting board right now. Because you know you have to wash everything before you start using other folks' stuff. So right now I'm just giving this a rough chop, rough dice, and they're gonna be all set shortly. Add in those seasonings. I did bring my Bohemian Forest seasoning that I like to use for salads, a little sea salt, and I have some leftover mango citrus salad dressing from dinner last night. So I can add that in there, and y'all can see it's already starting to shape up. Look at there. Look at there. I got some raisins over here. I'm gonna throw these raisins in there. Throw some raisins in there to give a little sweetness to it. And because I travel with fruit, I have an apple. I have an apple over here. Take the apple and slice it a little bit. Just some light thin cuts on the apple. Probably not using the best knife, but I'm just using a knife right now, y'all. You know, I'm trying to get ready to go on this long 3-mile hiking trip. So I got that apple, and the citrus from the lemon is gonna keep this apple from browning. To be double sure, I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of juice on there, just a little bit of the juice, and a couple of seeds came out, which is fine. Take this apple, put that in the salad, right? Cut a little bit more. You don't wanna skimp on it. Be surprised what one apple can do. This is just one apple, y'all, and I'm not even using the entire apple. But this is one apple. Rub that around in that juice. Thrown in a salad. Check it out. I packed a little thing of walnuts, but in this case, I'm gonna do pecans. Do some pecans. Switch it up a little bit. Throw them in the salad. So one thing about a salad, you can make it whatever you want to make it. Break those up a little bit. Let me see what else. I'm looking around. What else I got? I got some cherry tomatoes over here. I'm gonna throw a little bit of that in there. There. We hadn't even seasoned it yet, and it's already looking really good. So I'm gonna throw in. I'm gonna cut these organic cherry tomatoes in half. And in half again, in half, and in half again. They're pretty big. In half, half again. Use maybe a couple more. And this is gonna be dynamite, as JJ used to say. Good times. All right, so only thing left to put in there are the seasonings. So stay tuned. When I come back, I'm gonna show you guys what this salad is looking like. I'm gonna pack it up and get ready for this hiking trip to Yellow Branch Falls. And yeah, I have all my seasonings here in a bag, y'all. It's just kind of thrown in there, but they're all in Ziploc bags and they're all labeled. This is hot curry, this is parsley. I always keep this ready to go when I travel. So, because I always cook on the road. So I'm gonna put this Bohemian Forest in there. Put a little bit of parsley, a little bit of oregano. I have some citrus pepper seasoning in here too, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that citrus pepper. I got my sea salt right here. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Here it is, citrus pepper. It's got all kind of good stuff in here. Black pepper, it's got a little garlic, orange peel, lemon peel, onion powder, and Spanish and sweet pepper. So this ought to be a real nice addition to this salad here, because this is going to pair really well with that mango ginger dressing that I made. Put the dressing on later. So this is just a little sea salt. That should get it. Oh, and I said oregano. Where's that oregano? Cumin. Okay, here we go. Oregano. Y'all, I need to find me something better to put my seasonings in, because these Ziploc bags ain't getting it anymore. But they work for now. See, oregano. So I label it all. Give it a nice little stir, toss, whatever. So here is a freshly made quinoa kale salad that's ready for the hiking trip. If I wanted to put anything else in here, I could, but I'm not going to complicate things. We don't want any different effects from different foods. You know, we're going to be out in the woods, so there's no bathroom out there. So we want to make sure we're eating light, healthy, and this is nice and tasty and healthy. So here it is, y'all. If I had olive oil, I could have put olive oil on it. But today I just put grapeseed oil because I didn't bring the olive oil. So there it is. Voila. All right, family, so I'm gonna make some nice cream really quick. So if I make it now, it'll be ready and frozen by the time we come back from hiking. So I took 2 bananas last night, broke them up and froze them. Because I did bring some already frozen. Oh man. But they thawed out a little bit on the way. Uh-oh. And couldn't salvage them. So I luckily had some extra bananas with me. So I just took 2 of those and froze them. And I'm gonna put it right back in this container here, y'all, and put it right back in the freezer. I'm just gonna add a pinch of sea salt. Now this is optional. I don't know what it does, but I always add it in there, just a pinch. But if you got an issue with high blood pressure or whatever, that's optional. And I'm just gonna take some coconut milk, 2 ingredients, coconut and water, and put this in there. And all this, I'm eyeballing. So don't ask me for measurements right now, I'm just eyeballing it. And I have a little bit of vanilla flavor I'm gonna put in there. And I have some agave that I'm gonna eyeball, put that in there. Because I'm gonna taste it along the way. And if it needs more of anything, we can just add it. But I typically eyeball it. And I don't know how this works, so let's see. Because I'm at the resort, y'all. I'm in some other people's kitchen today. But I'm just gonna, I got the lid on, we give it a take the lid, see what we got. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. All right. It's getting there. This is what you want it to look like. So I got to get the chunks out because I'm not working with that one that I have at home. This is where you taste it. Okay. Shaping up. I need a little bit more agave, I think. So I'll add a little bit more agave. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of this coconut milk to help break down those chunks. Still some chunks in here because I'm not using that high power when I use at home. All right, so here we go. All right, now that we got the chunks all out the way, here's where I'll add a handful of the pecans. And later I'm gonna make a crumble, probably apple pecan crumble, and yeah, this is gonna be dessert for later, y'all. When I come back from that long hiking trip, this is gonna be dessert. I just threw a couple handfuls, or maybe 1 big handful. Break it all up, put this lid back on, and just all right. I think they're broken up. We're all set. Look at there. Freshly made nice cream. We're gonna freeze that and it's gonna be delicious. So stay tuned. Okay. Hey family, welcome back. So I'm finally all showered up, made up, and ready to go on this 3-mile hiking trip in Yellow Ranch Falls. But I just want to take a minute to show you what is in my lunch bag that I'm taking. Now, everything won't make it to the trail, but some of it will, and some of it will just stay in the car and be ready for me when I come back to the car from hiking. So for starters, I have some soup that I didn't eat yesterday, so it's warmed up, it's in my can, so this will stay hot. I have a salad because I left the other soup at home, so I made that quinoa kale salad earlier, and I showed you guys that. I have an ice pack to keep the salad relatively cool. I have some pecan or vegan pecan sandies, that I made the other day, just to munch on. And of course, I got these plantain chips here. So I got some plantain chips. I have a banana. I have an apple here. And I have some juice here, and I have some water. So this is, believe it or not, mostly gonna fit in my lunch bag. Again, I do have another lunch bag in my hiking bag, which will be a book bag, that I'll probably put a bottle of water in there, maybe a banana, apple, or something quick that I can eat while on the hike. Also, I have my camera, so I'm ready. Might do a little filming out there. I have my speaker because I like to dance out there when I get to the waterfall. It's like a celebratory moment. By the way, we're celebrating TX Green, Theatri Green's birthday, so we'll do a little partying at the waterfall. And I have an extra battery pack for my cell phone, so I'll plug in my cord here to my phone, and then if my phone goes dead, I have an extra battery pack. So I also have this little hiking bag that I'll probably take out there. I got these socks, as I may change my socks out when I get in the car. And I have my firearm, because you just never know. I have a lighter in here. I have some hand sanitizer. Have my reading glasses. So I just have a few necessities in this bag that I may carry it, I may not. I may just take all this stuff and put it in one book bag, because we don't want to be loaded down while on the hike. We want to make sure we're in a comfortable position. Whatever we can, carry or bring out there, we can actually carry it on those 3 miles and back. So I have some napkins here. And I have some cutlery here. I have a spoon and a little sea salt, and I have a fork and a wooden knife in here. So I have my cutlery in here, so I'll throw that in the bag. I have a fruit bar in here as well. So just some snacks for the road trip over to the waterfalls. So that's all I have right now, guys. I'll see you out on the trail, or maybe at the table. Bye.
And now we're en route to Walhalla, South Carolina, which is about 20 minutes away from Seneca, South Carolina, where we're staying. And Seneca, South Carolina is in the Clemson, South Carolina area. We like staying there. It has a lot to offer. Although I do a lot of hotel hot plate shenanigans and cooking at the resort, they do have a restaurant at the resort, and they have tons of restaurants in the area of the resort. And as you can see, there's plenty of winding roads, so you have to be very cautious and pay attention, especially when you're not used to traveling those roads. You might have to go a little slower than the rest of the cars for safety. And one thing about this area is that they have several different waterfalls that you can take advantage of hiking. Some are more challenging than others, and you have several easy ones, especially ones that are really good for family hiking. And we are here. We are pulling up to Yellow Branch Falls, getting ready to tackle this hike. Right down the street from Yellow Branch Falls is Issaquena Falls, which is just like maybe a 3-minute walk from your car, and you get to see really nice waterfalls in that area. All right, so here's the bathroom at the hiking trail. Just a little stall. You go in, bam, there's the toilet paper, nothing to wash your hands with, so you have to bring your sanitizer or a bottle of water. So there's the bathroom. Now that we've paid our water bills, time to swap out the shoes for the hiking boots, scope out the trail, and get ready to start walking, and hopefully we beat the rain. And if you watched my previous video with this same hike at Yellow Branch Falls, you already know there's about 5 creeks that I have to cross today. This is number 1 of 5. Whoa! Okay. And already gearing up for creek number 2. And as you can see, it makes sense to wear a really good pair of hiking boots, because you just never know what you'll have to cross.
We did it.
Now this last creek always seems to have a twist. Okay, so the branch I had, or the log I had to walk across last year is now broken, as you can see. So I'm having to take a new path and try to figure out how I'm going to get over without falling in the water. And this is also why you should never, never, never overload your backpack. Oh, all right. I'm here. I pulled it off. Okay. Not like a G, but I'm here. And now on to the rest of the trail as I anticipate approaching the waterfall, of course. And thankfully so far, no limbo. Everything seems to be cleared off this year, and that's so great. We made it, we made it, we made it, yay!
Oh, priceless. Worth every, well, I guess no. Long way. Look at that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Woo! We got cusses down here too. Oh yeah.
Tell you about a love story. Nothing fancy, just my heart's glory. On and off and back in love again. A tale of two in a neverland. I hurt your feelings and you bounced on me, and now you're back here like you're checking for me. Is you in, is you out, are you serious? Don't be so mysterious and just take me in your arms and tell me you're the only one for me. One for all eternity. Let's rewrite our own love story. Don't go, I've been waiting for so long, anticipating. One for all eternity. Let's rewrite our own love story. Every night after night I just wanted to see your face and to talk to you. Then I don't know what you came to me with this bullshit talking about. We're through. You went away to find your way to say I'm so sorry. Take three with this heart in me.
Family, we're at the end of the trail. Yellow Branch Falls, headed to the car in the rain. Today is Saturday, February 11th, 2023, and I'm just gonna go this way to get to the parking lot. So it's been good, it's been real. A little chilly out here today, but it didn't stop us. A little rainy in the end, but it still didn't stop us. We made it. We made it with no problem. So Yellow Branch Falls, third time down in history, and we'll see you at the table. Bye.